Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the SkinPen Precision Elite launch. We're thrilled to be here today to share with you a great new technology that's launching globally. And we're going to go through a few things today on how to create healthy skin, how to incorporate SkinPen Precision Elite with that healthy skin approach, and really talk about how to do a proper consultation to inform your patients how to get that healthy glow. Hello, my name's Andy Moulton, Vice President of Sales for Revance. Today, as a former clinic owner and somebody that works for the manufacturer, I'm going to walk you through this webinar on how to build your SkinPen Precision Elite business with the best technology in the world for microneedling. I'm going to go off a video, but before I do that, put all your questions in the chat box. We'll get to them at the end of the presentation. And if you have questions later on, you can reach out to your distributor, your salesperson to answer those questions. We're going to spend about 45 to 55 minutes really talking about, but also really how to incorporate this technology into your clinic if you do not have it, or upgrade from SkinPen Precision. So I will go off a video now and ask Dave to man the slides and go to the next one for us. So when we talk about the SkinPen Precision Elite, we're going to talk about really the highest standard in microneedling. We took over 5 years in development to bring you the best technology in the world using needles to create a controlled injury. This controlled injury will get excellent results from head to toe. Next slide, please. When we look at microneedling, where is it as far as in your practice? Is it one of your top procedures? It should be in the top three, besides toxins and fillers and laser hair removal. Is microneedling something that your patients are asking for? Is it something you're really telling them about? We can all assume we have collagen. And we can all assume that we want to slow down the aging process by stimulating that collagen. What a better way of doing that by stimulating with SkinPen Precision Elite. And take into account all those people who are on GLP-1s that are losing not only fat, but they're losing muscle and they're losing collagen. We need to replace that. Next slide, please. And the best way to do that is we begin with healthy skin. Now, these next, I'm going to go a little quickly. Next slide, please. Because of the fact that you already know what healthy skin is, but how do we create healthy skin by using SkinPen Precision, as well as do we have to really worry about the microbiome? So what we want is we want a robust barrier. We want to make sure the hydration is balanced, and we want to make sure the skin is balanced. Next slide. All this, what I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes, your salesperson can go into more detail for you. We all have topical skincare, but are we really addressing the skin biome? Meaning that collection of bacteria and fungi and viruses that lay on the surface of the skin and deep into the dermal tissue. Next slide. So when we talk about the consultation, we should be doing a very thorough consultation on everyone that comes into the clinic. When I owned my clinics for 22 years, we spent a half hour with every single person because that's laying the foundation. The foundation is so important. Every patient should have a thorough consultation when they come to the clinic for the first time. Next slide. But how do we do that SkinPen Precision Elite consultation? One, we got to build trust. We got to set what sets your practice apart from your competition. Credential yourself. One of the ways I credential myself is saying, I was a clinic owner in Dallas, Texas for 22 years. I've done over thousands of consultations and I know the aesthetic business, but I want to know what you would like, what you would like to improve about your skin or your body. Connect on an emotional level. Find out, tell me a little bit about you. Tell me about your lifestyle. Tell me about your family because I want to know how I can help you achieve your goals. And what are those long term goals? From what I'm hearing, you want to summarize what they said. Of what I'm hearing is that you would like to look 5 years younger in the next 6 months before you go to the family reunion. And you're willing to do X, Y, and Z to get there. Develop a full year program, next slide, that will get the patient to where they need to go. Gather those baseline photos because they're critical because patients really don't know what they look like. So we need baseline and we need every time they come in, whether they're on the phone or whether you have a sophisticated camera set up. Why do I like to do a 12-month plan? Is because it takes a while to see the results. If you're doing collagen remodeling with SkinPen Precision Elite, the best results are 12 months out. If you're doing something that's regarding their lifestyle or they have unlimited or limited resources, that may take you longer to get there. So, really mirror back what you heard. I understand you'd like to go to a family reunion in a few months and you'd like to improve your dyschromia on your skin and those fine lines around your eyes. What I recommend is we use a toxin and we use SkinPen Precision Elite to help soften the effect and give you that glow that you need before you go on that family reunion. Next slide. The consultation is really similar to this. The beautiful bed analogy. Microneedling affects the remodeling not just on the surface, but also in the dermal tissue by stimulating collagen. Peels and home care are amazing for smoothing out the sheets. And dermal fillers are good for giving you that volume that you may have lost, but we need to stimulate that collagen. We need to improve that texture and that tone, and we're going to combine it with these other technologies to get you the best results just in time for your family reunion. Next slide. And how do we do that? We really go into a little bit more detail, show a lot of before and after photos of your other patients. Is this what you want to achieve? This is what we can do. Can you plant a question for that patient saying, tell me really what you would like to achieve? What's your long-term goal? What's your vision? Empower that patient to be more interactive in that consultation. Tell me everything you just would like to improve and let's rank them. Well, I want to take care of my acne scars first, and then we'll work into texture and tone. But also, I have stretch marks, and I never really liked them. And I had a C-section 20 years ago. Can you help me with that? When you do your consultation, it is from head to toe because people have a tendency when you correct one thing to find another thing that they'd like to improve. So let's put it all down on paper. Let's put down a timeline and let's make sure it's transformative, beginning with the thing that concerns them the most so that they go and tell their family and friends, this is what they did at the clinic and look at the improvement I'm seeing and I can't wait to go back. Next slide, please. So the consultation from head to toe. What about the hands? Hands show age. And in my lectures, I always talk about don't neglect the hands. Now, we all know that we do face and neck, but on your consultation, are you really talking about the neck? And are you talking about the décolleté? So we know that SkinPen Precision Elite, the needles stay sharp for a minimum of 80 minutes. So why not use those needles because you've already paid for them and really help the patient get that desired result that they've always been looking for. Bundle modalities with other things, whether it's a toxin or skin care or some other procedure to tighten the skin or to improve the skin texture. Next slide. So I know you know all about this, but we're going to go very quickly. But I want you to look, if you haven't looked at Biojuve, the first ever patented technology that's a probiotic for the skin to improve the skin from within around the hair follicle using a well-known bacteria to actually improve texture and tone. This is a great pre-treatment and post-treatment to SkinPen or any laser or RF treatment. Next slide. So we know that when we deal with the probiotics, it's growing. But now we have skin biotics, the skin microbiome. So don't ignore that. Next slide, because it's growing at a very fast rate, and you're going to hear more about it. So, yes, we're talking about the microbiome, but we're going to talk about the skin biome in the next few years. And the opportunity is to create a healthy glow to those for those patients throwing multiple modalities at the same time. Next slide. We're not going to go through the products today, but this is the range of the products. Very simple, only a 30-second routine at night to improve texture and tone and fine lines. Next slide. And you can see the results in as little as a week. Here's a good result on somebody with inflammation. Next slide. So think of all those patients that have oily skin, they have fine lines and wrinkles. How can we improve that? I know for myself, I have oily skin, so if you can balance out my sebum production, I'm going to be very happy. Next slide. And we want to improve the texture of the skin. As we mature, the texture changes, right? So what if we can smooth out the skin, improve it? And we've clinically been able to do that. So let your salesperson or distributor explain more about Biojuve, because today we're going to talk really more about SkinPen Precision Elite. But I wanted to spend a little time on we need to throw multiple modalities at a patient to get optimal results. Next slide. So under eyes are very tricky. So what if I can improve texture, but also dark circles or even bags? And we can help do that with a live microbiome bacteria called Biojuve. Next slide. So the routine is 60 seconds total, but 30 seconds at night and 30 seconds in the day. It's very easy. Your salesperson can go through that routine for you. Next slide. So that's the PM, that's the AM. Next slide. And now we're unveiling SkinPen Precision Elite. Listen closely. That is so exciting to see. 5 years in development. Our goal is to always keep upgrading technology. Think of the iPhone 17. It hasn't stayed the same. Every year there's a new model. This took 5 years in development. We're going to show you why and how we can grow your clinic results with your patients and your revenue. Are you interested? Let's get started. Next slide, please. So, why are clinics loving SkinPen Precision Elite? It's been on the market in the United States for a year because it's bringing in new patients. You're putting it on your social media, you're putting it on your website, you're doing an open house within 60 days of taking on this device. Patients want to know what's new. What's new in your clinic? What's new that can help get me to where I need to be for that family reunion? So the thing is, you need to market it. And we know that SkinPen Precision got repeat customers, but the Elite even gets more repeat customers. Think of those customers that want something natural, low downtime or no downtime, no discomfort, ease of use for you as a provider. The training for this is an online course, but it's similar to SkinPen Precision. You can get started today with the new device, but we recommend that you build that excitement. Just like I'm so passionate about what I'm talking about, I want you to be just as passionate when you're explaining this in your consultation process. Next slide. So why do patients love it? Because no or little downtime. I need to go back to work tomorrow. So I want a dynamic procedure today, and I want something that's really no discomfort. You give me share a little bit of numbing cream with me for 20 minutes, and we want something that's natural, something that really will stimulate that collagen that I've lost because I've been on GLP-1 or I'm just aging. So, and we want something that really will grow with my lifestyle, and I'll keep getting better results, and I'll keep coming back for 3 to 6 treatments a year. Next slide. And of course, we can use it all year round, but we're really excited about introducing the Elite to our Canadian audience and the other countries that are here today that may be launching in the near future. This is an upgrade, 5 years in the making, digital readouts. Really, the results are phenomenal. And let's get into the features and benefits of this device. Next slide. So, what do we love about this? Well, it's improved, it's more intuitive, it's easier to connect the cartridge. But what I really like is the features and benefits that I'm going to share with you. Improved battery life. Wow. So it only takes 8 hours to charge. It'll charge faster. I love the LCD screen. It's more intuitive. It gives me the feedback. It tells me how much battery life I have. It also tracks how long I've been doing this treatment, which I really like because we know we should only take 20 minutes to do a face. And then the motor is improved technology, improved engineering. So the efficiency is better. We may get clinical endpoint at a lower depth than we did before. So don't be surprised if you had a patient at 0.75 and they got clinical endpoint. Maybe you only need zero point 0.5 now. So you're just going to have to change your settings for those patients. We have the cartridge that just drops on and locks into place. RFID technology, there's a chip there, so nobody can copy it. You can't reuse it. It's more safe. The dual wave mechanism we like because really what it's doing, it's just making the device work more efficiently when the needles are going into the skin and coming out. And as you know, we produce 1,600 microchannels per second. Very fast, very efficient, no collateral damage. And the device itself is ergonomically weighted correctly like the SkinPen Precision. It's a little bit heavier, but guess what? That heaviness, a little bit heavier, means that it stays on the skin better. There's no lifting. That's why you may not need to go as deep because it's more efficient. And last but not least, in the upper right-hand corner, we're so confident about this device, we're offering you a 7-year warranty. Means that if anything goes wrong during those 7 years, we'll replace it. Okay, the battery dies, the device doesn't work, whatever, we're going to replace it. We're so confident. We're going from a 2-year warranty, which is standard in our industry, to a 7-year warranty, which is unheard of. So we give you peace of mind that every day you have a SkinPen Precision Elite that works to the maximum level to get you the optimal results. Next slide. So, first thing, charging. You just plug it into the wall like you do with the SkinPen Precision. Always keep it on the charger. You want 100% charge at all times if possible. The LCD screen will tell you what percentage the battery is charged. So it's really great. So it takes about 8 hours to charge initially, less than it did before. Tells you what it's charged. You can see that in the circle. It tells you when it's fully charged. It's really easy to read. Next slide. The other feature is it has a digital display the first time ever. So it'll tell you how to put on the cartridge, if the cartridge is put on correctly, and several other features which I'll go through in a second. But easy to read, easy to use, quite efficient as far as doing a treatment in as little as 20 minutes. Next slide. So what I like about it is you just drop on the cartridge. You install the cartridge by dropping it on and locking it into place. So easy. You could do that in 2 seconds, okay? The arrow will blink to show you put it on and then turn it in, lock it into place. Next slide. And if you look at when you install the cartridge, it'll also have a timer. So the timer will tell you when you turn it on how long you're doing a particular part of the body. We have a whole training program now. How long should I be doing the forehead, the cheeks, and the temple, and the chin and the nose, so that when you're training your staff or even yourself, you know, am I being efficient? Am I getting my 3 passes in the 3 minutes when I'm supposed to do the forehead, or did I take too long? So remember, we say in America, and for those of you listening around the world, time is money. So we want to make sure we're efficient. We get as many patients in and out. Unlike other devices, take much longer to get clinical endpoint. We're going to get clinical endpoint faster. We're going to be more efficient with our timer, and we're going to know how much battery life you can see in the upper right-hand corner there. Next slide. So you're going to see all sorts of things on the display. We're not going to go through all these, but it'll tell you like put on the cartridge, or there's an error, or start the device, or the cartridge has been used, or the timer. Next slide. So there's all sorts of things that you'll be learning on the e-learning platform at Revance Academy. But I think this one, what I'm hearing, is one of the fun ones, meaning that this is a timer. The timer will tell you exactly how long you've been doing the treatment and what areas you've been doing it. So make sure we have a protocol sheet for you. How long on the cheeks, like I said, how long on the chin, how long on the décolleté and the body, so that I'm really maximizing the use of the cartridge that lasts for 80 minutes. Now, if you want to pause the device, you can. Press real quickly, less than 1 second to pause it. You can go do something that you need to do. If something happens, you need some more product, or the patient needs to leave the room. That's right. You can pause it and start it. If you pause it very quickly, you can do that as many times as you like. If you hold it down for 3 seconds, it'll disengage the cartridge. It will stop using it. So make sure that press is very, very, very quick so that you just pause it. You can put it down on your cart. Next slide. So when you pause it and you want to end the procedure, you're going to hold it down for 3 seconds. You're going to hear 2 audible beeps from the device, and then you're going to remove the cartridge and dispose of it. See on this photo on the right, the black area? So the cartridge fits more snug on the device, less vibration. I think you're going to like that. It'll feel more secure to you that it has. But the cartridge itself, once it's used, you discard it. But if you try to put, like, well, did I use that cartridge before? If you try to put it back on the machine, you'll get the red cartridge that you see on this slide that'll say, no, it's already been used because it's already read the chip. So it's really the most advanced technology in the industry to make sure the cartridge is safe and you're safe for every treatment. Next slide. So, some of you will be receiving now the three-piece kit, but we will be selling and launching the four-piece kit, which will include the rescue. So, let's go over the kit. The kit, for those of you who have never bought our device before, includes the cartridge, which is sterile, 14 needles, 32 gauge, and it goes from 0 to 2.5 millimeters in depth. Okay, it's a single use cartridge. Now, the bio sheath goes over the pen, and that's to protect the pen from any blood or any other fluids that may be used during the treatment. The lift is FDA cleared, CE marked, and Health Canada approved as a product that can go open on an open wound during the treatment for glide. If you choose to use something else, that's up to your discretion, but that product is for glide and hydration and should go home with the patient. It's single use, it's 15 ml tube, and we do have extra tubes if you're doing multiple body parts because you'll need to send them home with more product. And then we have the rescue. This is a wonderful product with with you have lots of copper peptides. Sorry about that. A lot of ingredients in there that are going to help reduce inflammation. I was so excited about this product because it's going to be new to this four-piece kit. Right now we have the three-piece kit, and we're just coming out with this rescue, which we had in the kit with SkinPen Precision. Now we're adding it to this kit because we're really seeing a really great reduction in erythema in day one and day two. So we have all sorts of polypeptides and proteins in there to reduce that inflammation. That comes in a 10 ml tube, and that should last about 2 days. Next slide. So I do get excited about these products. I got a little tongue tied there because we spent a lot of time developing these products. This lift product, as I was mentioning, is 98% hydrolyzed water, 2% preservative. So you say, oh, it's only water. No, it's been approved by the FDA and the European Union and Health Canada to be safe and effective on open wounds. So I recommend that you use it during the treatment as glide. If you're using something else, I understand, but this should go home with the patient. They should apply nothing else to the skin for the first 24 hours except for the lift because we want to make sure there's no added inflammation or any type of reaction to the skin if you would add an active ingredient. So this is quite important, and it comes in a single use tube because we don't want it to be contaminated. So next slide. So when we look at the cartridge again, as I mentioned to you, I love the part that on the black part because it just drops on so easily and so seamless, but it adds less vibration and it just feels more confident. I feel more confident when I'm using it because of the connection. And the other thing I really love about it, it's longer. So the field of view is better. So if I'm going in a small area and I want to see around, it's really quite easy for me because it's a little bit longer so I can see those small areas. But I had somebody the other day that told me that they just loved it using it on the back on some scarring because it was just so easy to see where they were treating and they could treat maybe a little bit faster and they felt a little bit more confident. So again, it's all in those little details. It's in the design. Next. So the needles are the same. We use the highest quality Japanese stainless steel, 32 gauge, very smooth and very straight. And the mechanism of producing the needles and getting them into the skin, the retracting mechanism is exactly the same. So we get that efficiency with these needles, unlike the other devices on the market that be a little bit more irregular, may do some tearing, pulling of the tissue, creating some fibrotic environment that we don't want as we're doing multiple treatments throughout the year. So you can rest assured that every single part of this new device is using the best quality materials worldwide. Next. So this is a Fitzpatrick 2. This is our head of education, Kat Coleman. We just wanted to show you what she would look like. So you can see the erythema is calming down within 60 minutes. We're getting really great results. Uniform erythema with the elite. Like I said, we may get that erythema even faster. Okay, the device is comfortable. It's easy to use because you have that field of vision's a little bit better. It glides well, of course, because we're using the same needles. It's comfortable because everything is the same about the device with the reciprocating mechanism. So she really enjoyed the treatment. Of course, for you as a practitioner, the ease of the cartridge is amazing. The erythema was uniform and the results were dynamic. Next slide. So I wanted to show you a patient that was using BioJuve and SkinPen precision. And let's go in a little bit closer, Dave. And you can see where did we improve the skin? One, we have less oil production because of BioJuve, because the food source is sebum. Two, the pore size is diminished because of the topical. But with the device, we really improved scar revision. This was 4 treatments and using BioJuve. Next slide, please. So if we look at the next slide, let's zoom on in, Dave, and we can see an improvement. Look at those scars. We really can't even see them anymore. Yes, we have some erythema that will dissipate over the next few months. We got improvement in texture and tone as well. Next slide. But the question always comes up, can I use this on active acne? We're not indicated for acne, but we do see an improvement, less lesions, an improvement in pore size, and we see an improvement also in blackheads and oil production. So we we say to you, you can use this product on somebody that has active acne, but we're not indicated to cure or treat acne, but we've seen improvements. And how many of you that have SkinPen Precision have seen that as well? So don't forget to ask your questions in the chat box because we want to have a lively conversation at the end. So if we go to the next slide, Dave, this is what I like to start off with. As a clinic owner, I'd like to throw several modalities at a patient to get the best results. Because if they come in and say, I want to improve the texture and tone, I want to improve my scars, but I want a healthy glow, I'm going to start them with BioJuve to make sure that we not only balance out the skin, then we do our skin pen treatments, and then guess what? They adopt the technology and the products, and they're coming in for skin pen and BioJuve. Next slide. These are all the indications. Nothing's changed. Excuse me. Nothing's changed in all the indications we do. So, as you know, and you may not know, we have spent over a year with our medical team to develop the right protocols for all these treatments. So, when we go into your clinic, we're going to treat acne scars, stretch marks, surgical scars, enlarged pores, dyschromia. If you're not treating all these things, you're not utilizing this device to its full potential. If you're using other technology for some of these, maybe we can combine it to get even better results. Next slide. Are you treating red or purple or light colored scars? We can. Immature scars are red. We know that. A scar matures over time. We can still treat a white scar, C-section, a scar, and we lower the expectations, but why not treat it? You have the cartridge. You have the needles that stay sharp for 80 minutes. Let's get in there and improve the way the patient looks. Next slide. So when we look at this scar, what's a hypertrophic scar, these are fun. I love treating these because guess what? We can improve the patient quickly. So let's say a surgeon does a treatment and the scar is formed. Does the surgeon usually train on scar revision? No, they usually throw silicone at that. But you can pick up all those patients and treat a hypertrophic scar easily with a treatment once a month. We have the protocols, we know the depth to go. We can help flatten out that scar because what is a scar? A scar is collagen that's laid down incorrectly. What if we could help that? We can start treating scar as little as 6 to 8 weeks after the scar is formed. If you'd like that clinical study, ask your salesperson or your distributor. But the issue is a third of all of our business is done by plastic surgeons. If you're getting a tummy tuck, or you had a C-section, or you had breast augmentation, or you fell off your bike and have a scar, let us treat it. Next slide. When we look at stretch marks, if 90% of the public, women, have stretch marks, and about a third of men have stretch marks, who likes their stretch marks? Raise your hand. I don't think you do. But what if we could treat red or purple or white stretch marks and get a good result? We can do that because what is a stretch mark? It's a scar. Next slide. So when we look at some of these before and after photos, yes, they're small on your screen, but we can see an improvement, whether they're white or purple or red. So when you're talking and doing a consultations with your patients, ask them, do you have stretch marks? Do you like your stretch marks? The answer is going to be no. Why not treat them? Because my needle stays sharp for 80 minutes. So I will charge you by time for your stretch marks. You'll still come in once a month, and we may need to do 6 treatments, but we'll start with 3 and evaluate. But stretch marks are something you need to start evaluating on all your patients and start treating this month to get them ready for the summer bathing suit season. Next. Acne scars are the first indication we got approval with our microneedling device, SkinPen Precision. SkinPen Precision Elite will treat them as effectively, but we may get clinical endpoint faster. What is clinical endpoint? Clinical endpoint on these scars, rolling or box scar, is we're going to see pinpoint bleeding. We're going to improve the scars. Can I ever eradicate scars? Probably not, but I can improve them. So, Dave, let's go to the next slide and show one of my favorite patients. So, this patient came in for 6 treatments. Did we see an improvement in her forehead? Significantly. It really impacted her emotional state. She was extremely happy with the results. We saw less pigment that was faded over time. Of course, improvement in scar revision. And she will, we haven't seen her follow up, but I believe she's come in for more treatments a year later. Next one. So seeing is believing, like we said on the last slide. So patients always ask me, when will I see results? Well, as we know, collagen takes 3 to 6 months to form, correctly go from collagen 3 to collagen 1, but we may see results even quicker. But don't overpromise. The bottom line is we will take care of your scars and improve them. The results will vary from patient to patient. We can treat all Fitzpatrick 1 through 6. So we can treat everyone. But we saw results in as little as 2 treatments. So we'll keep on going. 6 treatments is what the protocol recommends. Next slide. Now, when we get to sun damage, I think it's important to realize the SkinPen Precision Elite is extremely efficient to treating sun damage. When that pigment is sitting at the epidermal dermal junction, we're going to go very shallow with this patient. Now, you may say, well, I want to add some other ingredients to that. That's up to you. We'll teach you how to use the device only, how to break up those melanocytes, how to get that cellular turnover, and how to do it efficiently. Next slide. Because as we know, dyschromia, sun damage, is the number one indication people come to us for worldwide. So look at some of the results that we're getting with microneedling. Phenomenal. Now, you may say, I want to throw some other ingredients on there to get even better results or use a topical in between treatments. That's up to you as a practitioner. But these are results with microneedling only. Next slide. So you can see the results there. She's brighter. Her skin is more refreshed. Did we eradicate everything? No, this was only microneedling, SkinPen Precision, no BioJuve. I think if I throw I'll get even a better result. And hey, I may do a toxin for her glabellar. You can see the 11 lines that she has. So, or in the marionette line. So there's a lot of things I can talk to this patient about, but SkinPen Precision Elite is going to be one of the modalities I'm going to use on every patient that walks through the door in every consultation I'm doing every day. Next slide. So this is one treatment in a clinic that we've done in Canada, and I want to share with you. This patient was working in the clinic. She was okay with her skin, but we got her to actually get a treatment, and this was results in one treatment. So of course we'll do more treatments on her, but it's pretty phenomenal that the pigment's sitting very shallow, and we got that cellular turnover by doing microneedling and look at the results. I mean, I'm thrilled. I always show this result because I think it's easy to perform and the results are so dynamic in as little as 30 minutes. Next. So when we talk about pore size, how many patients come to you and say my pores are too large? Well, majority of mature women for sure, but everyone wants smaller pores. So we have a protocol to treat that as long as we know that when we're treating that patient, it's going to take time. So they're going to come in for a minimum of 3 treatments for something like this procedure. Next. But how do we make sure we pamper the patient, take care of that patient? What we want to do is we want to use our certified sterile water mask to reduce erythema post-treatment. Next slide. We have 2 masks. We have the BioJuve face mask, and now we have the BioJuve neck mask, which you can use on the neck or any body part. So as a clinic owner, what I would recommend is we use a mask right after the treatment. So let's say we're doing face and neck. Do the face, throw on the mask to calm down the skin and reduce erythema while you're doing the neck. When you're done with the neck, take off the face mask, put on the neck mask while you clean up the room. So time is money, but we want to reduce that erythema so when they leave the building, their skin is more calm. I'd also recommend that they buy 2 masks to take home with them to repeat at night to reduce erythema at night and in the morning before they go back to work. Remember, we're sterile water masks, no chance of any inflammatory response. Perfect to use after a laser treatment, after an RF treatment, after any treatment that causes erythema. Next. And so I think we'll just show you that you can put this mask anywhere on the face and the body if you're doing stretch marks, décolleté, anywhere you want to put on this mask to reduce that erythema is great. And send the mask home with the patients. Next slide. So the bottom line, sterile water. So with no chance of any type of foreign body reaction, all the mask is doing is calming down the skin and reducing redness. We don't want any other active ingredients in any mask. So if you have another mask, I recommend you don't use them during the first 24 hours. And then the mask is great for all Fitzpatrick's. Do I need to put it in the refrigerator or cool it? No, because the temperature of the body is much higher. So when you put it on the skin, it will get that awe feeling because of the temperature variation. Next. So that's what it comes in. We changed the name from SkinPen to BioJuve so that you know it comes in a prettier black package now. And like I said, again, use it after all your treatments. Pamper the patient. Keep him in the room for a couple more minutes. 10 more minutes is ideal. Next slide. So when it comes to launching anything new, I highly recommend a few things. One, schedule an open house within 60 days of you buying any new technology. Create that excitement. Maybe you're inviting the top 25 patients that spend the most with you. Maybe you're going to do a men's night. Maybe you're going to do an under 30 night. But create excitement because they don't know what's new in your clinic until you reach out to them. When you get a new device like SkinPen Precision Elite, Of course, we must use social media. So let us show you some of the examples of things that are ready that you can ask your salesperson for. Don't forget to post things on social media if you're in Canada or whatever country you're in, because we got to build that excitement. By building that excitement, we'll get new patients and they'll tell their friends. Next slide. So here's some examples of some assets that we have ready for you that you can ask your salesperson for. So we'll keep on scrolling through these, but all these are available to you, all different ethnicities, different technology with different, little stains that you can change to get to reach your patients, right? Elevate your practice. That's what we want to do. You have a new technology. We want your patients, your active patients to know about it. Next slide. So we also upgraded the treatment guide, or for those of you who don't know our treatment guide, let's go to the next slide. We want to take you step by step based on medical data, how to treat every single part of the body to get the best results. We have a QR code that takes you to videos. They've all been recorded in our academy. Very easy to get to. Great for retraining, great for training a new staff member. So next slide. I just love this piece. I think it really works. And then this is the key for me. Patient brochures. Make sure you have enough patient brochures to give out to everyone that walks through the door. We're offering a new treatment. I love it. It's called SkinPen Precision Elite. Here's some information. Please take it home and read it. I think I would recommend it for you to stimulate collagen, slow down the aging process, and improve your skin. So these you should be giving out. Now, next slide. I'm also a big proponent of doing this. 4 campaigns a year. Right now, we should be talking about stretch marks. We should be getting the patient ready for the summer season, which will take months. Yes, we'll do the face and neck, but we're going to add on this for your stretch marks because I want you to look fabulous this summer in your bathing suit. In the summer, as we get closer to the summer, if they don't have stretch marks, we want to get your skin glowing for the summer when you take your holiday. So we're going to start now with 3 treatments in April. And then when they come back in the fall, oh, I see that you have some sun damage, but I can take care of that with SkinPen Precision Elite, 3 treatments, and I'm going to start in September and get you ready for the holidays. And at the holidays, you're going to get them ready for to look fabulous with that holiday glow for their family reunions and their holiday parties. So, in reality, we need to create excitement and give them reason to come back into the clinic throughout the year for multiple indications, but multiple campaigns. If you need help with this, just reach out. We'll be able to help you with content and to help with open houses. How many of you are doing an open house this spring? And how many are doing an open house every Christmas or every holiday time in your market? So, next slide. So, education is key, but we give you the support. We give you the clinical education. We give you ongoing education because if we educate you and you are able to educate your patients, we're going to grow our business. But we do need that marketing to drive in those new patients through social media, through your website, okay, through the pieces that you have in your clinic to get them excited about the campaigns we just talked about. Again, I'm a big proponent of events, and I'm a big proponent of quarterly marketing campaigns to create that freshness, that excitement in your clinic year round. But the key is the consultation and the consultation with the patients to really develop that year-long plan to make sure they're successful in their journey. But to be successful in your journey is I need to know what your vision is. I know what my vision was as a clinic owner was to build it up and sell it to a large corporation. I did that after 20 years. But what's your vision? My vision is to open up multiple clinics. My vision is to have 1,000 active patients. My vision is to change the way people look at their skin every day. What is your vision? And let us help you get there. What is the right technology you should have in your clinic? Why don't we role play how to do a consultation? Why don't you invite us in to help you with an open house or making sure that you're doing social media correctly? Next slide. All those things is something we can help you do, but it begins at the Revance Academy. Revance Academy is where you sign up through your distributor for training on the product line that you're carrying from us. It's an online course and you get certified. It's interactive, it supports you, it's in depth training. You can go back to it over and over again. You can stop and start because everything is taped, is videotaped, and they're recorded, and there's podcasts. So I would recommend you're always in Revance Academy to learn new things. How to do a consultation? How do I treat dyschromia? How do I do this or that? Revance Academy will be there for you 24/7. Next slide. But what sets us also apart is our education through our medical affairs department. We have doctors sitting in the United States to answer all your questions. Can I treat over a mole? What about that patient with rosacea? What about this hypertrophic scar? Can I treat a Fitzpatrick 6 in July? All the medical questions will be answered within 48 hours by our medical team via email. You just write your question to medinfo@revance.com. From what I understand, we're one of the few or only companies that have a medical affairs team that are able to answer your questions. How many other manufacturers offer you this type of support through a medical team on a daily basis? We're here to support you. That's why we offer you a 7-year warranty. We're here to support you on the education through Revance Academy. We're here to support you in the field, in the clinic, to get the best results or to even be there when you're doing an open house. Next slide. So please contact your local rep wherever you are located. If it's in Canada, RGR, go to their website, but I would contact their person and then they'll help you. Because remember, we're here to grow together. We're your partner, not only with SkinPen Precision Elite and BioJuve, but with all the brands that you carry, because all the things that we share with you will help you grow your entire business. So I really appreciate, if we go to the next slide, your time today and want to thank you very much for allowing me to come into your life for this hour. And do we have any questions? Please put it in the chat. We have a question. Okay. Well, okay, Sergio, thank you very much for attending. I hope that it was informative for you. I mean, the goal is to do these webinars on a regular basis to maybe give you a couple pointers, things that will help you along the way to grow your business and grow the clinic business. So, Melanie, thank you very much for attending because we think that education is the key to growing our business. I love being in the business for over 30 years, but what I really enjoy is to make sure that you're as successful as you want to be. We understand your vision. We help you with the right technology, and we believe SkinPen Precision Elite is ideal for every patient that walks through the door. So, do we have any other questions? Okay, Dave, do we have any other questions? Are we okay?
Nope, there's no open questions now, Andy. That's it for today.
Thank you very much for attending. Please invite us into your clinic soon to do an open house. We look forward to having a great spring together. Thank you and have a great day.